So this is my hometown, Newcastle Upon Tyne, the northeast of England. That behind is the Winking Eye, our Millennium Bridge, as you can see heading around. That is the Sage. We have a very famous Sage art centre right there, kind of like an armadillo almost, I guess. Lots and lots of world famous entertainers come up there, and there they are. They are our famous bridges. That is the Tyne Bridge, and then behind that you can see that's the Swing Bridge, an old mechanical bridge that obviously swings around to allow the old coal steamers to come up and down the Tyne. And the high level bridge, and all the way back past the Sage, and in the foreground is Baltic, right there behind the blinking eye. Baltic is a contemporary art centre for fans of modern art. That's the place to be. So much to see and do, both in Newcastle upon Tyne, the very northeast, the top right of England, cut through by the famous River Tyne and spanned by many bridges, including the Tyne Bridge, built by Dorman Long, who also built the Sydney Harbour Bridge, opened in October 1928. More modern is our Blinking Eye Bridge. This opens up like a blinking eye to allow ships through and spans from Newcastle, my side of the river, to Gateshead, which is Lee's side of the river. Built and opened in 2001. Many historic buildings, both pre and post-industrial past, many of which, like this one, have been repurposed that by the University of Newcastle. In the very centre of town we have the famous Gray's Monument, Grade 1 listed to commemorate Earl Grey for his passing of the Great Reform Act, and Betty Surtees' house. This is a mix of 16th and 17th century, famous for Betty Surtees, who eloped, one of the famous people to elope, and later married the first Earl of Eldon. No city would be complete without a cathedral, and our Anglican Cathedral of St Nicholas dates back to 1091. A Norman church has been destroyed and rebuilt many times over the years. Our theatre district is world renowned, including the famous Theatre Royal, opened in 1837 with a performance of The Merchant of Venice. And of course the castle, after which Newcastle is named, originally Pons Aelius, meaning the Bridge of Hadrian, guards over the River Tyne. More modern, of course, as many guests will know, is the famous Angel of the North. The Angel of the North, designed by contemporary sculptor Anthony Gormley, competed in 1998 to both critical acclaim and other. The Metro Centre, when built, was the largest indoor retail area in the whole of Europe, and out towards the coast is the Tynemouth Castle Priory. This dates back to the 7th century. Now at North Shields, the entrance to our beautiful River Tyne, the Silver Tyne. You can just see on this side is South Shields, this side is North Shields and north of the Tyne, the Newcastle side, the gate says South Shields side. And our fish quay, still a working fish quay. You can see some of the fishing boats there. But more importantly, if we head around, you can just see in the distance a smoking stack. Cruise ships, they do come into here, about there. That's North Shields shipping quay. The ferries come in here. We have ferries coming into Amsterdam, used to go to Norway, hopefully will again, up to Bergen, Captain Johannes' hometown. So the ships come in through here, in through North Shields. It is just the most stunning part of the world. It's now late afternoon, around 3 p.m. Cloudy skies, that's okay. But you can see it's just a glorious part of the world. The best fresh fish, in my opinion, is from right here from North Shields. It is North Atlantic cold water fish, so cod, haddock, that kind of thing coming in here. Although the fish quay dates from 1806, North Shields goes back to the very early days. Shield, in fact, meaning a temporary shed or hut used by fishermen. Famous in the northeast for Hadrian's Wall, built in 122 AD in the reign of Emperor Hadrian. A total of 73 miles, that's 117 kilometres, going from the banks of the Tyne to Solway Firth on the Irish Sea. Slightly south we go into the city of Durham, famous for its Durham Cathedral and Durham Castle, now a UNESCO heritage site. Up the coast we have Holy Island of Lindisfarne, dating from around 635 AD when St Aidan came from Iona to found his monastery, the most stunning part of our coast. Famous of course for St Cuthbert also, and the St Cuthbert Gospel found inside his tomb when opened, and the Lindisfarne Gospels. These date back to around 715 to 720 and are the most incredible example of calligraphy. And up the coast into the Farne Islands, a group of 15 or 20 islands and the resident puffins. And coming back inland we have the famous Anik Castle, home of Lord Percy, the Duke of Northumberland, and site of Harry Potter movies. Many were filmed there. This is my hometown. If you get the chance, then do come visit. You'll be made very, very welcome. Thank you. Rise again.